A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for, that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
As you can see, the game takes place in New York, where we drive a car named Adam, and we are going to a shooting that happened inside of an ambulance.
Beam of sunshine himself.
We are now going to search for evidence that the shooter may have left behind.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We got places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
As you can see, this shooting is not of utmost importance to these cops,
Just going
because
through the motions.
the Negro male was
Probably
shot twice in the
Let's
head,
just get it over and done.
the weapon was thrown.
All right, have it your way.
Judging
We'll
by
search right
that,
up to
the
the
weapon
back wall.
should be somewhere
If you
near
still don't come
where
up
he
with
was
anything,
shot.
come find me.
Just using my
and we'll
detective
talk it out.
intuition.
2 heads are always better than 1.
Now, they always say you should search up and down for evidence, such as this bottle. This may have some saliva
Look at this junk.
from the killer. As you can tell, see, me picking it up here is of most significant.
I don't think so.
He says I don't think so, but deep down he knows. The killer.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
That is where you're wrong, my friend. Because he said the life was dode. The dode was no life death.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for, that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Well, as you can see, the game starts us off. In New York has a cop named Cole Phelps. We drive a car named Adam, and we are being requested to search for evidence from a shooting that happened apparently near an ambulance. I'm quite excited as to see what happens during this mission, because I've never done it. Now, I know that's not of any significance to you, but I'm quite excited to say how I feel.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Well, according to that very fat man,
This is a
we
fist
are
pump.
supposed to find a
Just
gun
going through
that
the
was
motions.
thrown by
Probably
a tall
right.
white
Let's
male.
just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall.
According to our
If you still
partner
don't come up
Dunn, we are
with
searching the
anything,
back
come
wall.
find me and we'll talk it out. Two heads
I
are
was
always better
told by
than
my
one.
friend to search absolutely everything. Now, I'm not sure what that means, but this bottle looks very significant. As you can see, I am picking up
Look
the
at this
bottle
junk,
and moving it in my
optimistic
hand. This is very significant for some reason I do not know. It appears that wall is coated in blood,
It's not my
so
job to pick through other people's
I would like to
trash.
investigate that. It looks like a man was shot here twice,
What have you got,
judging by
Phelps?
the two
Anything?
bullet holes and the blood. Yep, that's blood. It is a clue.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Simple psychology is very deep to our partner Dunn. We must speak in simpler terms with him. Well, we're supposed to open the notebook now. I suppose we can investigate the clues.
I always get landed with this crap.
We apparently are very good artists, and the blood splatter stains on recessed doorway on the alleyway floor. Okay, thank you for that, Cole.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
We are never going to find the gun, according to our partner Phelps. Or wait, no, is it done? I don't know. I don't care either. We were climbing a pole for some reason. I'm not quite sure about that either. But I suppose there's a reason to it. This looks very suspicious. It looks like it's covered in rust. And, missing a pane or two. No? Okay. There's another one here. I guess they're fine. What is that shiny thing? Oh, it's a gun. Okay. Is this what we're looking for? I can investigate it. Okay. Oh, I think this is
Smith &
important.
Wesson, serial S71893.
I love subliminal advertising, don't you?
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Okay.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Alright, it appears we're going to a gun store now to investigate who owned this gun. This Smith & Wesson Colt, as he said. We can use our notebook to set the next destination, as the tutorial in the top left corner clearly
No
states.
harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks than help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
So our partner appears to be a complete dickhole, and doesn't seem to really care that a black man is dead. This is very depressing to me, as I care a lot for this Negro male that has been shot down, for I'm a cop, and I'm doing my duty. Cole Phelps, they call me. I believe if we push shift we can run. Yes, okay. I don't know how to get back in the car, but I assume it will tell me in the top left corner. Yes. The vehicle controls as you expect it to control. If you played any Grand Theft Auto game, you have an idea. If you have not, it controls as if you are driving a vehicle using a keyboard. Needless to say, it is very, 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 very poorly done, and you can push H to turn on your siren for some reason. It doesn't really stop people, nor does it have any use significantly, but we're going to use it just to get people out of our way, I suppose.
Straight on.
Well, if you push F, your partner will give out controls and tell you which way to go.
Turn left
as
when
you
you
can
can.
see, he is telling me to turn left or go straight. But there's a flag on the checkpoint, so I mean, there's no really need for it. He's very mad at me for sideswiping those two cars, but I'm in a hurry, you see, because someone was murdered, and I'm a cop, just doing my job. Gold door handles allow you to enter them. I don't know why. I guess gold is a significant color. It implies that you can interact with
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
Learn to take a joke, Dunn, you
I
piece
sold
of
it.
shit.
You know this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Alright, let's figure out how to use a book. Apparently we point at it. Okay, we got to the edge. Now we can
Model
click.
27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Alright, so we have to find a model 27 with pearl grip. So we can already eliminate this entire page, except for this one, but it's a checkered walnut grip. So we don't need that. I mean, anyone with a, well, basic grasp of the human language gets that. This is what we're looking for. Okay. Let me tap it.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Okay. This man appears to be very fond of guns. In fact, I believe he owns a shop on them, but I'm just using my detective intuition to figure
Do we
this out.
call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Well, he's making old references I'm too young to understand, so I'm going to get back in my car and drive to the house in an awkward silence.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. A one-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal. Careful!
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Well, I am breaking my promise of staying in awkward silence, just to point out that my awkward partner does not seem to like me very much, and he's always arguing. It's making me quite sad. I believe at one point we were very good friends, which led us to be partners, but I'm not quite sure. See, I will turn on the siren just to point out that no one seems to get out of my way. The siren is... okay, they crashed into me. This siren proves to be quite useless throughout the game, and I will show you later on why. Well, we reached Schroeder's house, or apartment, or whatever this is. I believe he's in. Well, they're once again informing me that gold handles are allowed me to open, and I can use these mailboxes to check on which he is. Number 2 for Schroeder.
Schroeder,
Is he there?
apartment 2.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to find apartment 2, which is right here, as you can tell by the big number 2. And we will knock on it and question him quite furiously.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder.
Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Well, my partner
very
went down
bad
like a little bitch.
Schroeder.
I'm not sure how to fight, so I'm going to click. Well, the block button is obscurest. Oh, it's space. Okay, never mind. Well, he clipped through the table,
Ralph,
and
you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt
I lost my hat, and that made me kind of
He's lucky he
sad.
caught me off guard.
Can I pick it back up? Because that would
an
make
eye
me
on
quite
Ralph.
happy. Oh,
gonna take a look around.
Yay. Oh, I hope you weren't expecting an important commentary. I mean, sorry for that, I sneezed. Well, I will re-say it. I was hoping you weren't expecting a very important or happy-go-lucky commentary, because I'm bad at commenting on things, as plainly obvious.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
Well, I'm going to wrap it up for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, which was, needless to say, not that much. I'm just kidding, I had